what I've decided to do is go ahead and start basically a documentary on how I do biofeedback. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, biofeedback
You might be asking what biofeedback is. Well, let me show you.
This is how we do it.
One is the toe touch. This is how it goes. First, you must find the control. What you do, stand up, feet together. From here, what we do is simply bend down until you cannot go down any further. You see? Right here. This serves as our control. You see, my hands are right here.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I'm Daryl's pet for the day. And I'm going to go through a couple of exercises, see how my body responds.
Cool.
This is my control.
Ew. At least it's not hurting.
You're saying ew.
I don't know, just go. That's decent. Better. I think it caused you a little pain.
That one didn't test too well.
You can test food that you're about to eat. The cool thing about biofeedback is because you're starting to understand the way your body works, you really don't have to follow anybody else anymore. And you know, it's one of those things that has helped me get rid of my pains, helped me understand how to eat better, and altogether literally into this, but I kind of want you to see pretty much how it works. Mine is a little bit different because I'm up to the point now where I don't always have to test in terms of physically, meaning I don't do a toe touch, nor do I do a shoulder test or any of that. You'll figure out what that kind of means. So again, my name is Daryl. I'm here to share with you my story and my life ever since it's been changed.
All right, Daryl here. How you doing? I'm just driving down to my work. I'm on, what's this called? Walnut currently, and just going all the way down to Crunch Fitness, got a client at 9. But anyway, so one of the things that I like to do as I'm driving is even testing simply which route I'm going to take, figuring out my seated position, including the stuff that's inside my car, and figuring out what way it might need to be organized. By testing almost every single variable I can think of, what seems to happen is eventually I stop caring. Not necessarily that I don't care or do care, in that I don't necessarily need to test things all the time. Even if it doesn't test well, it doesn't really do anything for me in terms of what might be good or bad. And what I mean by that is that I was talking to Rebecca about this one time, that unconsciously speaking, we perceive so many different bits of information, and any one of those pieces of information can hurt us. Now, what we're trying to do in terms of testing is getting our body ready for any piece of information, whether it's simply the organization of papers or incoming traffic, and just everything like that, to try to figure out our bodies better. And what seems to happen over time is that your body doesn't really need to care about it as much anymore because it's prepared for it. And yes, you will still need to train it, but it's not as significant, it seems. What I seem to be finding with my own biofeedback testing is things go through cycles, but literally my body's figuring out what it needs to do for itself, what variations I need to do for exercise, where I need to go, even predicting oncoming, incoming traffic to a point that I react better to things in general. as a person, I've become way more flexible, and I don't get angry as much. And most of them seem to be more outbursts, but much more quick than anything else. Similar to how pain seems to be working for me now too. So again, here I am driving. Finally made it down to El Camino, my typical route. That seems to be the fastest getting to Crunch so far. Except when I go to Natomas. So here I am again. One of the things that I've also been doing is I'm almost to work, by the way. I'm on Lutano Drive, which is probably a good 5-6 minutes away from my work. But one of the things I've been testing myself is also just the music station I listen to. So currently what I'm listening to is 101.1. It's a R&B station. So again, like literally, like I said, almost as much as I can think of anyway, I test whether or not I need to do something in terms of like a shoulder test or a toe touch test. For the most part, I don't have to anymore, just because I notice the sensations that happen when something tests good in my body and when something doesn't test good. So hopefully I can get into that one of these times. But anyway, that's all for now. So here I am, finally pulling up to my work, well, the area of my work. I normally take this back alley. It seems to be quicker rather than bypass, or it seems to be better than bypassing, yeah, it seems to be better when I bypass all the parking lot area. So that's what I'm taking right now. Just getting back. It kind of sucks because the main entrance is actually on the other side, but nobody's allowed to park over there. So we park in this back alley with this ghetto-ass apartment on this side. So not necessarily the best thing for people in general, but there's security guards that patrol the area quite a lot, but still not enough to really help, just because things happen, not good things. So anyway, just slowly getting out. Getting out of my car now, trying to get things going, and about to work my first client. I don't really like videotaping some of my clients just because it is a bit undisclosed. I forgot the word. But so there is Crunch Fitness, the place I train at. So yeah, I'm about to walk inside.
So here you see me doing like a bunch of variations on the rope machine. One of the big things that I really like about the rope machine is just how much lower I can go in the setting. So I can really work better on developing my range of motion, twisting motions and things like that. And it's just kind of fun. I don't normally like machines, but this is a machine I have an exception for, especially at different degrees I can work my body in. I'm just going and showing you different postures that you can use with this machine too, and develop your body in different ways. Some of the stuff you see me doing is adding a lot of rotation to it, going through postures you don't normally see in a gym, but you would do, say, in jiu-jitsu, or you would do in other things. And I'm just trying to develop different patterns of moving that will help me as I learn other sports or anything else for that matter. Here you see me kind of playing with the weight knob. I am actually doing a different kind of test, but based on how the weight for that knob is making me feel. Some of the weird ways to describe it is the sensation basically will either help loosen up my muscles or my muscles will start kind of tightening. And that's kind of what I'm feeling for whenever I'm trying to use a weight and not really using a toe test or a shoulder test to help find what I should be doing. just like these pull-ups. The side-to-side ones are different ranges that most people don't normally work, and just a different variation of the pull-up. And this variation I actually found on bartenders, and normally they go in circles. I just felt like going in a straight line sideways. So I'm about to go get some steak and eggs from Lumberjacks. It just feels right, and I'm extremely hungry and want some really good food. Well, it's not really good, but it's really cheap and decently wonderful. So I'm gonna go grab that. Hopefully I can make it. The breakfast, cheap breakfast anyway, closes at 11. So it's like, I believe it's 10:49 right now, so I got like 11 minutes to go before I get that. So I'm gonna go grab it, make sure it like I said, it tested well, and then I'm gonna give you a POV, what is it? Point of view perspective of me eating it. So that will be a wonderfully delightful thing for you to watch. Anyway, so going through Hurley and Arden, just so you get a general idea. Hurley.
Christmas used to be my favorite.
And Hurley and Hurley. Well, whatever, I got the wrong street, but I'm making a U-turn and about to get that. So I'm rushing on over, and then I'll show you when I get there. All right, later. So right now I'm on Enterprise Drive, and as you can see, there's that Lumberjacks, ham and eggs, chicken fried steak and eggs, and steak and eggs for $5.99. It's actually a pretty decent steak, so that's what I'm going for right now. I believe it closed at 11 a.m. because, of course, it's breakfast. My favorite meal of the day. I love my eggs, love my steak, so I'm about to see if I can grab that. I got currently 8 minutes, I believe, to try to get that, so that's what I'm about to do. So, about to go in the parking lot again into Lumberjacks and grab that food and enjoy myself. I got break until 4 o'clock, so I'll do that. Okay, later. So I finally got my meal. You got the steak, you got over easy eggs, hash browns, and the English muffin. So yeah, I'm gonna enjoy that. Enjoy some of the eating, of course, and the wonderful steak. It's pretty decent, $5.99. Of course, tax and tip, but if anything, it's better than nothing. So hopefully I'll be getting that right now. Awesome. Pretty much already halfway done. Some of the weird things I do, sometimes I'll do A1 sauce and then Tabasco mixed in, or A1 sauce with the Tabasco just like right on top without mixing it. Some of the things I never used to do is mixing the steak sauce or the steak with the A1 and the egg, and that's actually ridiculously good for me now. And just enjoying my meal together with my meal. It was extremely good. I don't know what else to say about it. It just hit me in the right spot. It was a good amount of food for basically $5.99. I only got the muffin left. But besides that, I'm gonna enjoy it, finish it out, put some crap load of jam on it, and probably crap load of butter. So I'm out for now. So for the most part, I ate everything. Except this one little part right here. Oh. I didn't feel like eating the end, so I didn't eat it. Anyway, so as you can tell, pretty much clean plate, but anyway, it was awesome, and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day. Probably go to Tupelo. So check you out Lumberjacks right now. It was freaking awesome. So I'm just finishing it up. Still not used to the video, especially in public, like in a restaurant. So still getting used to talking as excited as I normally do. But besides that, about to go to Tupelo right now and share with you a few other things. All right, later.